Okay, so I already have this, but I want to put the driver here in this little space that I have left. So what I want to do is extrude an extra cut so I can pass the wires through this space and then connect them directly to my driver. So what I'm gonna do is go here and do exactly the same thing. I'm going to the sketch section. I select a circle. Here's the center. And I'm gonna do this 10mm diameter circle. I click OK. I go to the extrude cut tool, and I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do 50mm so it can go all the way through. And at this moment we are done, but it looks a little bit ugly. So I'm gonna follow an extra step. I'm just gonna round these corners. I'm gonna cut a little bit in a triangular shape so it looks a little bit better. So we're gonna go to this plane again. I'm sorry, nah. We're gonna go to this one. And now I'm just gonna eyeball it. I don't need something perfect. So I'm gonna go this way, this way, this way, and that's it. Okay, so I just want to make sure that that's not gonna interfere with my circle, and now it doesn't. So I want to do this to both sides. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to find the center, which is this. I'm gonna draw a simple line, and now I'm going to mirror entities. What I'm gonna mirror this with respect to the middle line, so that's gonna give me an exact copy on the other side. Click OK. I'm gonna delete the reference line, and I think we're ready to extrude. Extrude a cut again. Let's make this 100mm so it goes all the way through. Let's click OK. And done. We already have a base. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Cura, which is a slicing software. At this moment, we're pretty much done. But the format in which SolidWorks outputs its files is STL, which is a standard. But the 3D printer can't recognize that file. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Cura. And I already have the settings for my printer loaded up. So now we're going to save as, let's call this, let's put it in the desktop. Let's call it laser base. And we have to save it as an STL, right? And save. We click yes, then we go to Cura. We already have the settings for our printer, and let's open the file, which is right here, laser base. You can see right here. But because we have these circles, we don't want it to print it like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rotate on this axis. And that's gonna work better. Of course, maybe we're gonna have some artifacts right here, but that's totally fine. So what the printer is actually gonna do is, if we change the view to layers, this is what the printer is actually going to print. So we have this support material and we have the actual shape. And these layers, they have very little density. So when the print is done, I can just rip it off with perf pliers and the piece is going to be totally fine. So now let's go to the 3D printer. Now I'm going to leave you with a time lapse of the printing. So enjoy. Alright, we're done. Okay, so let's try to take the part out. Alright. Okay, so this looks like it should work. So let's take the extra material out. There we go. It looks like a successful print. There we go. So here we are after the print process has finished. And here's the final piece. It's not perfect. It has some artifacts here in the back, but that's because it was printed this way and it had a lot of support material. So that's what caused it. But the important thing is that it actually fits. I had to do some finishing with an X-Acto knife, but it actually fits in really well. So if we go ahead and put it inside and we try to fit it, it may require a little bit of force, but here it is. So I think it's time to wrap it up for this video. In the next one, we are actually gonna see how are we gonna power this laser. So we can't directly connect it to the power supply. We need something to drive it, something to regulate the current and the voltage. So I'll see you in the next video.